Listen. Be still. Something ancient has turned towards you tonight. The veil is thin, the air is trembling, and your name is being spoken in heaven with a tenderness you have been longing to feel. Do not look away. Do not convince yourself that this is for someone else. This is for you. You have been looked for, called for, waited for. The hour has come. A beloved one who has crossed the river of light is calling your name. And I, Michael, servant of the Most High and defender of the broken-hearted, am sent to carry the message through the night and place it gently in your hands. Breathe. Put your hand over your heart. Feel the quiet drum of life under your palm. You are not alone. You have never been alone. Even in the rooms where silence felt like a weight, even on the days where grief was a fog that swallowed the path beneath your feet, you were seen, known, and guarded. Tonight, the one who knows your story from the first breath to the last has opened a luminous scroll with your name, and the ink upon it is warm as dawn. I speak to you in second person because there is no distance here. It is your soul I am facing. It is your night I am entering. It is your ache I am holding with both hands. You have carried loss like a stone in your chest. You have wondered if the world will ever taste sweet again. You have heard laughter in another room and felt guilt because your own laughter sits like a bird with clipped wings, unsure if it is allowed to fly. You have relived moments, replayed words, as if by turning them over enough times you could change their shape. You have asked the question that shakes the human heart. Where did they go? Do they know I love them? Do they still see me? Tonight, heaven answers you in the language of compassion. Do not be afraid of the tenderness you feel rising. Let it come like rain to soil that has been waiting for years. Listen to me closely. In this very hour, the one you love, the one you miss, the name that forms itself at the back of your throat each time you look at the door and imagine it opening. This one is alive in the light of God. They are not lost in darkness. They are not adrift or alone. They move in a field where sorrow cannot enter, where guilt cannot find a door. And yet, because love is stronger than the grave, they are permitted to bend close to you in moments that shimmer, in signs that brush your ordinary life with heaven's edge. The scent that comes and vanishes, roses, fresh bread, a perfume that belonged to them. This is not your imagination, the flicker of the lamp when you speak their name, the sudden chill that brings tears to your eyes, the dream where their face is clear and their voice is steady. These are doorways. These are permission slips from God to assure you. Love travels. Love speaks. Love keeps covenant. You are being asked to open now. Not your mind only, but your heart. Light a small candle if you can. If not now, then as soon as this night allows. As the flame rises, whisper the name of the one you love and the name above all names. Place a glass of clear water beside the candle as a sign of purity and memory, as a mirror for the light to dance upon. Say, I am listening. Say, I forgive. Say, I am ready to be held. If your eyes shed tears, let them fall. They are not weakness. They are baptism. They are an altar your heart is building so heaven can step near without shattering you with its brightness. There is a truth you need, and I will tell it like a bell that rings until the walls of despair crack. You did not fail them. Hear it again, slowly, so it settles into places where shame has been gnawing. You did not fail them. That which you did not understand then, you would not have understood even with more time. That which you could not control was never yours to command. The words you wish you had said have been taken up by God and delivered whole, sealed with the kiss of mercy. The apologies you keep rehearsing at night have already been received in a realm where grudges do not grow. Your love remains, and it is that love, not perfection, not performance, that has crossed the threshold, found them in God's light, and wrapped them in the warmth you still send with every sigh. Now listen to the message they carry for you. I will speak it as I receive it, and you will know by the pulse in your spirit that it is yours. I am not gone. I am gathered. I am not silent. I am singing where pain cannot touch me. I see you. I see the way you open the closet and pause at my shirt sleeve, the way you hold the mug I used, the way you laugh and then look down, ashamed. Please hear me. Be gentle with yourself. Live. 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 I am not honored by your self-punishment. I am honored by your courage. I am honored when you smile without guilt. I am honored when you give, when you forgive, when you sleep, and let your chest rise and fall without fear. I do not want your prison. I want your freedom. I do not want your ashes. I want your dawn. Keep my love, but do not keep my absence as a chain around your ankle. Go forward. I am not behind you where regret lives. I am around you like sunrise. I am ahead of you in the goodness that waits. You feel the truth of it, don't you? Your breathing has changed. Your shoulders have lowered. The room feels less narrow. When love speaks from heaven, it does not scold. It mends. When love calls your name, it does not press you into the ground. It lifts your chin, so you can see a horizon you thought you had lost. You are being asked to take one step out of the shadow of sorrow and one step into trust. Not the trust that erases memory, but the trust that redeems it. There are signs that will follow this night, and I name them so you will not explain them away. A dream will come where their eyes are clear and their words are simple. They will not be grand speeches. They will be ordinary sentences that glow like embers. I'm okay. I love you. Let go. When you wake, do not run to doubt. Write it down. Keep it. Within 3 days, a light will flicker in a place that does not often flicker. A hallway bulb, a screen, a candle stub, the reflection on a window. Do not be afraid. Say, I see. Within 7 days, you will notice a scent that carries memory on its back. Do not chase it. Receive it. Within 9 days, a message will arrive, through a friend's unexpected call, a page you open without planning, a phrase that lands in your lap with the weight of an answer. When it comes, your chest will warm. This is how heaven moves through your mornings without alarming your neighbors. But I must also deliver a holy warning, for love not only comforts, it guards. There is a voice of gloom that has learned your schedule. It waits at the edge of your day to tell you that nothing changes, that you are stuck, that you should close the blinds of your soul and expect no visitor. Do not agree with it. Do not answer familiar sadness as if it were a friend. It is not. When the old guilt knocks, do not open. When the old story asks, why weren't you enough? Do not sit down to debate it. Speak aloud, even if you must whisper. I cancel this agreement in the name of the one who loves me. I revoke the permission I gave to despair. Then place your hand over your heart again and breathe slowly until peace finds you like a bird that remembers where you live. There is also a practical ritual you are invited to perform tonight, not as superstition, but as a physical prayer. Fill a glass with fresh water and set it by your bedside. Before sleep, speak into the water 3 truths. I am loved. I forgive myself. I welcome guidance in my dreams. When you wake, drink from the glass slowly, as if you are receiving strength 1 swallow at a time. Invite light into your day. If a candle is possible, light it and say the name of your loved one once, then release it into God's keeping again. A small act can open a wide gate. You carry questions that burn like coals in your palm. Could I have done more? Did I miss a sign? Am I allowed to be happy without betraying them? Hear me. You are not sentenced to a lifetime of self-interrogation. Heaven is not a courtroom where you are always on trial. The judge of the living and the dead is your father, your mother, your maker, and mercy is the robe that never leaves his shoulders. You are allowed joy. You are allowed to laugh without explaining your laughter. You are allowed to love again, in friendships, in family tenderness, in new beginnings that scare and thrill you. This is not disloyalty. It is obedience to the truth that love multiplies. It does not run out, it overflows. If loneliness has been your companion, if nights are long and the phone silent, hear the strategy I place in your hands. When the ache rises, do not scroll endlessly through the noise of other people's rooms. Instead, put your hand on your heart and say, "Be with me." Say it to God. Say it to the angels assigned to your life. Say it to the communion of saints who cheer when you say yes to healing. Then do 1 small kindness in the next hour. Send a message of gratitude to someone who once stood with you. Give a small gift. Speak gently to your own reflection. This is not pretending. This is planting. Seeds become forests when watered by faithful tears. You have also been carrying a heavy cloak of guilt about words spoken in anger or silence kept in fear. Receive this with courage. The one you love is not bound by those moments. In the light where they dwell, they see your whole heart, not your worst day. Pain does not have a voice there. Only truth speaks, and truth has judged you kindly. Forgive yourself as they have forgiven you. Say it out loud if you must, even if your voice shakes. I forgive me. With every syllable, chains that felt welded will discover they were only threads. There is a promise on the wind tonight. You can almost taste it, like the first drop of rain before the storm softens the hard ground. In the coming days, a door you thought closed will open with little effort. Do not force it. You will recognize it by peace. An opportunity will arrive that respects your boundaries, honors your grief, and invites your gifts. Walk through. Within 14 days, watch for the number that repeats, 3053 or 444, on clocks, receipts, addresses. When you see it, pause and say, I am guided. These numbers are not magic. They are mercy. They are little taps on the window of your awareness, so you do not fall asleep at the very moment heaven is speaking. You will also receive an invitation to lay something down, a habit that numbs, a relationship that steals breath instead of giving it back, a pattern of thoughts that spirals you into grey rooms. The past will knock, disguised as comfort. Be alert. Not every familiarity is your friend. When you sense the old ache calling you by your old name, answer with your new name. Beloved, chosen, guarded. Call upon me. I will stand with you. Fear has a sound. I know how to silence it. Shame has a crooked gaze. I know how to lift your face so it remembers the sky. Place your hand on your heart again. Close your eyes for a moment, right where you are. Feel the warmth beneath your palm. Whisper the name of your loved one once more. Not to drag them back, but to honor the thread that remains. Now, whisper the name that is above every name. Ask for rest. Ask for a sign in your sleep that blesses rather than startles. If tears come, let them. If you feel a tingle at your neck or arms, if the room hushes in a way that feels like a sanctuary, simply breathe. You are being held between worlds, and yet you are safe. There is something else you must hear. You are allowed to speak your prayer in public as a declaration of courage. If you wish, write a short prayer in the open where others can see. Honor your loved one with a line of gratitude. Entrust your heart to God with a sentence. Do it not for attention, but as a small stone in a path others can walk when their turn comes to grieve. Your words will be a lantern for someone you do not yet know. I see a picture now, and I will tell you what I see. A window at night. Your reflection, your hand lifted to touch the cool glass. Outside, a brief pulse of light. Car lights. A star uncovered by a passing cloud. And in that flicker, a warmth moving through your chest as if a hand pressed there from the other side. You will be tempted to dismiss it. Do not. Receive it. Say, thank you. The soul that thanks grows larger than the grief that tries to contain it. I speak also to the place in you that is tired of starting over. Hear me in a voice that is gentle but unyielding. You are not starting over. You are starting deeper. The roots you could not see have been growing in the dark. The faith you thought you lost has been learning a quieter strength. You will be surprised by your own resilience. You will smile one afternoon at something small, a bird landing so close you can see the thread of its feather, a child's laugh on a bus, the exact shade of the sky, and the smile will not be followed by guilt. It will be followed by gratitude. And you will know then that resurrection is not only for the end of time. It happens in kitchens and bedrooms and sidewalks and moments when you thought you were only passing through. Now, a prophetic whisper for your next steps. In the next 3 days, set aside 10 minutes to step outside at dusk. Bring nothing but your breath and the memory of the one you love. Stand under the changing sky and say, "Guide me." Then be quiet. You may hear nothing but the ordinary sounds of your street. Do not be discouraged. The answer will come later that evening, a phrase in a message, a memory that suddenly feels like an instruction, an inner nudge that feels like peace wearing your sighs. Follow the small instruction. Heaven builds a staircase with bricks the size of your palm. To the wound named loneliness, I pour oil. To the wound named guilt, I set a key. To the wound named despair, I open a window. Walk with me now to the threshold of sleep. Do not bring your ledger of wrongs. Bring your small candle, even if it is only the flame of your intention. If you cannot light it, imagine its glow. Place your glass of water where the morning will find it. Speak forgiveness to yourself. Invite your loved one to meet you in a gentle dream. Invite the God who made stars to make rest inside your bones. It is almost time for me to fold this portion of the message and seal it with blessing. But before I do, receive the benediction that belongs to you. May your heart remember how to be soft without being broken. May your nights be visited by peace that does not ask permission from fear. May your home be kept by angels who linger at thresholds and turn away what would harm you. May your whole memories be washed in the river of mercy, returning to you not as anchors, but as sails. May you forgive the parts of you that only knew how to protect you with silence. May the next laughter that escapes you be holy, and may it echo long enough to convince your bones that joy is allowed here. I lay my hand upon your head. Now, do you feel the calm press, the hush that comes like a blanket fresh from the sun? Receive. 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 I speak light to your mornings, courage to your afternoons, serenity to your evenings, and sweet rest to your nights. I speak reunion, not the kind that drags the past into the present with grief, but the kind that allows love to do what love does. Reach across, surround, uplift, remind. You are held, you are guarded. You are loved more than your sorrow can calculate. I roll the edges of the heavenly parchment inward for a moment, not to close it, but to pause. If your heart is ready for the second half of what heaven desires to reveal, say so, and I will open the scroll further and continue. Open your heart again. I have unrolled the heavenly parchment further, and the ink shines as if each letter were written with morning itself. You are still being called by name. The one you love, the one who left the weight of the body to enter the weightlessness of glory, bends close in this hour. I, Michael, who stand where fear is broken and truth endures, carry their whisper to you now. The whisper is not a demand. It is a blessing shaped like a sentence. Listen. Do not let the past chain your ankles. Walk. I am not behind you like a shadow. I am beside you like breath. If your chest tightens and then loosens, it is because truth has stepped into the room. Let it. You are not required to be perfect to be beloved. Hear this as many times as your soul needs. You are not required to be perfect to be beloved. You are not disqualified by your grief, by your doubt, by the way your hands shake when you reach for the door of a new day. Heaven is not surprised by your trembling. Heaven is moved by your courage. If tonight feels like a doorway, it is because it is. If tonight feels like a test, it is a test of trust, not worthiness. You are already worthy because love said you are and stamped your name with light. There will be signs in the simple things. Do not search only in thunder. Watch for the small. Watch for a feather where there are no birds, for a coin that gleams at your feet as if the ground itself had remembered your struggle and offered favor. Watch for the song that plays twice when you needed it once, for the name that appears on the page you did not mean to open, for the heart-shaped shadow that lands on your table when the sun moves across a glass of water. If the clock catches you with 11:11 or 22:22, pause. Put your hand on your heart and say, I am guided. If the lights blink when you speak gratitude aloud, smile. You are not alone in your house. Goodness is visiting. There are spiritual alerts you must heed as a guardian for your own peace. When you feel the pull to isolate until your spirit grows dim, do not obey it. The ache that demands you bury yourself is not your healer. It is your thief. When you feel the old habit creeping toward your evening, promising numbness but delivering emptiness, speak to it with authority. I choose light. When envy brushes your mind because someone else's laughter rings across the street, bathe your heart in blessing. May their joy increase, and may mine be restored. Blessing breaks the spine of bitterness. It also makes room for your own mourning. There is also a warning in love. Not every voice speaking of the unseen wants your freedom. Some voices feed on fear. Some trade in confusion. Test everything by peace. If a message sources your spirit with panic, if it erodes your dignity, if it demands you bow to shame or to a human idol, close your heart's door. The God who made the stars will not lead you by intimidation. The angels assigned to your days do not manipulate. You will know us by the gentleness that strengthens you, by the clarity that does not crush. Do not chase shadows for answers that already live in the quiet space within you. Now let us weave a ritual of remembrance and release. Do this as you are able, not as a burden, but as a bridge. Prepare a small, clean cloth, white if you have it, or any quiet color. Place it on your table like a field of snow. Set a candle at its center, and beside it place a glass of clear water, fresh as hope. If you wish, add a small spoon of honey or a slice of bread, symbols of sweetness and daily mercy. Write in a few lines a letter to the one you love. Write as if they stand at your shoulder, because love wastes no distance. Tell them what you could not say when your throat was a locked door. Tell them what you have learned since they went ahead. Tell them the gratitude that has been pacing your chest. Then write one more sentence, even if your hand trembles. I release you to God's joy, and I release myself to live. Fold the letter, press it to your heart, and place it under the glass of water. Whisper, let peace pass between us like light through crystal. If you are able, read a simple prayer in the open. Yes, even as a comment where other hearts might see it. One sentence of thanks, one sentence of surrender. Words shared become lanterns for travelers you do not know yet. When you are done, light the candle and sit in the small, honest glow. If tears rise, let them fall. You are baptizing your own courage. If a breeze moves the flame though no window is open, receive it as a kiss from the realm where your beloved walks in radiance. If a memory arrives that used to hurt, notice how tonight it sits down calmly beside you, as if it, too, has been healed a little. Speak aloud, I forgive myself. Speak aloud, I choose life. Speak aloud, guide me. Each sentence is a key. You will hear a lock click far inside home. Now a promise for your near days, spoken with steadiness. Within 72 hours, an ordinary kindness will find you as if messengered. The neighbor's wave held a second longer. The unexpected message that says exactly what your hidden question was. When it comes, do not dismiss it as coincidence. Say, I receive. Within 9 days, a door you could not budge will ease open, not by your forcing, but by your faithfulness to small obediences. It may be a conversation long delayed, an opportunity that meets you instead of you chasing it, a bill reduced, a heart softening. When it happens, stand still for a breath and bless the unseen hands that lifted the latch. Within 21 days, something you have feared naming will finally be spoken in a safe place, and speaking it will not break you. It will free you. And within 40 days, a pattern that has circled your life like a tired storm, will lose its power, and you will know it because you will wake one morning and realize you did not invite that storm into your first thoughts. Mark these days with gentleness, not desperation. Miracles grow best in open hands. You ask about guilt, those flashes of memory where your words were too sharp or your silence too long. Receive the absolution that has already been spoken over you in heaven. You did what you could with what you knew, and the rest has been repaired by mercy larger than your regret. Listen to the beloved voice again, carried through me. I hold nothing against you. I hold you. I wanted your happiness when I was there. I want it still. Do not carry my absence like a punishment. Carry our love like a banner. If your throat tightens reading this, drink a small sip from your water and let your shoulders fall. Forgiveness is trying to make a home in your muscles. I will speak to your body too, because grief lives in bones. Place your palm over your heart and breathe in for 4 counts. Hold for 4. Breathe out for 6. Do this 3 times, and as you do, imagine that light travels your breath, touching the rooms where sorrow has stacked against the walls. Say quietly, return to me, peace. Say, return to me, strength. Say, return to me, song. Your nervous system is not your enemy. It is your instrument. Heaven loves to tune it gently. There are prophetic whispers about relationships and provision that you have hesitated to trust. Take this as confirmation. Honor your boundaries, and your yes will become a river of right connections. Someone who has been distant will reach out not to reopen an old wound, but to lay a flower on it. Receive what is safe, bless what is not, and let it pass. In work and resources, expect alignment rather than strain. A small idea you pushed aside as too simple will return and bring with it a path. Follow peace, not pressure. Where pressure shouts, peace will hum. Go where the humming grows. You have wondered if you are allowed to ask for a sign without offending God. Hear me. You are invited to ask like a child who trusts the parent's kindness. Do not demand to control. Request to be comforted. Ask for a dream that brings gentleness, not fear. Ask for a word that carries weight, not confusion. Ask for a meeting prepared without your manipulation. When the dream arrives, perhaps with a porch light glowing and a familiar laugh, perhaps with a garden where you and your beloved walk without hurrying, do not try to analyze it into dust. Say, thank you, and write its simplest truth in a sentence. When the word arrives, maybe a verse handed to you by a stranger's kindness, maybe a single phrase that tracks you through the day like a friendly dog. Repeat it. Let it lay a new path in your thinking. I am placing a shield at your door. This is not poetry only. It is protection. If dread tries to creep into your mornings, it will find a bright sentry who does not sleep. Call on me. I will stand guard while you make coffee. I will stand guard when you answer messages. I will stand guard at the moment your mind used to tumble into the well of what if. My sword is light, and light tells the truth faster than fear can invent a lie. If you feel a sudden steadiness in your spine one afternoon, smile. You are being backed by love that does not negotiate with darkness. There is a tender instruction for your home. Choose one corner, a shelf, a windowsill, a small place that can stay uncluttered, and make it a little altar of remembrance and hope. Keep there a candle you can light without fear, a small bowl for a few words folded, a sprig of leaves or a pressed flower. Once a day, for 30 days, stand before that small place and say one sentence: I choose life. If you miss a day, do not scold yourself, just return. Resilience grows when shame is not invited to the garden. You asked for revelation that is not generic. Hear this, specific and simple, so you will know I am speaking to your actual road. You will hear your name spoken kindly in a place where it was once spoken holelessly. You will find a forgotten photo or message that used to sting, and now strangely warms you. You will pass a doorway you used to avoid, and without planning, you will walk through it with peace instead of panic, as if someone invisible had reached and held your hand. These are not grand fireworks. They are quiet resurrections. Count them. Tally them. Let them convince you that the tide has turned. If despair suggests that memory is the only way you can stay close to your beloved, answer with the truth. Love is not trapped in the past. Love is a present tense. When you do a kind thing, you feel them smile. When you choose patience, you hear their laugh in the back of your mind. When you rest without apologizing to the world, you honor what they wanted for you even when they could not say it. Speak to them in gratitude. Walk with me as joy, not grief. Sit with me as peace, not pain. You will feel the air around you soften. Now let us bless the places where you feel too tired to hope. I speak renewal over the rooms of your life, over the kitchen where you stir and stare into the middle distance, over the doorway where keys hang, over the chair that remembers your shape. I bless your work to be meaningful, your rest to be actually restful, your conversations to be threaded with truth. May your nights stop rehearsing worst-case scenes. May your mornings stop borrowing dread. May the afternoons that used to feel like deserts become surprising oases where you notice beauty. Yes, beauty. Like a color that feels like your own name finally pronounced correctly. If you fear the future because you think it will be only repetitions of loss, receive a prophecy that changes your map. You will see goodness in the land of the living. Not once, not as a rare accident, but as a rhythm. Goodness will not erase sorrow, but it will outnumber it. There is a circle of people you have not met yet who will become part of your healing. Not to replace anyone, but to accompany you into rooms you could not enter alone. Some will be older and carry steady wisdom. Some will be younger and carry light laughter. All will be gifts. Be ready to say yes when the invitation that feels like peace arrives. When fear suggests that asking for help is weakness, answer with a stronger truth. Asking for help is a covenant with your future. Make one small appointment you have delayed. Send one message that says, "Could we talk?" Notice how the ground does not open to swallow you when you do. Notice how heaven conspires to meet you when you step toward life. Now for a holy act, you can do this very night before sleep folds around you. After your candle has burned for a while and the water has rested over your letter, lift the glass and, with gratitude, drink half of it. With the other half, dip your fingertips and trace a small sign of blessing over your doorway, over your pillow, over your chest. If a chill moves across your skin as you do this, do not be startled. The veil is thin where love is welcomed. Whisper the name of the one who holds both worlds. Whisper the name of your beloved with gratitude, not grasping. Then lie down and invite a gentle dream. If the dream comes, hold it softly. If it does not, hold the silence softly. Both can be holy. You have asked for a blessing of rebirth, and so I lay it on you now like dawn across a sleeping field. Be reborn into wonder, the kind that does not need spectacle to believe. Be reborn into courage, the kind that stands you up when the day begins and keeps you steady at the 5th hour. Be reborn into tenderness, the kind that speaks to your own heart as you would speak to a child at the edge of tears. You are safe. You are loved. Take your time. Be reborn into purpose, the kind that does not shout but hums, leading you step by step toward the good works prepared for you to walk in. Let what has been winter inside begin to thaw. I bless your memory, to keep what is gold and release what is gravel. I bless your mind, to think thoughts that build rather than bruise. I bless your hands to make small faithful things that become large mercies. I bless your voice to tell the truth with kindness. I bless your feet to find the paths where peace is, and if you accidentally turn down a path where fear lurks, I bless your feet to turn back quickly without shame. May your forgiveness of yourself be the doorway through which other people's forgiveness enters as well. May you never again weaponize your sensitivity against yourself. May you feel the quiet pride of the one who made you and said, "This one is mine." If there is someone you need to release, do it now with me. Say their name softly and add, "I bless you to be who you are becoming." If there is someone you need to forgive, even if it is yourself, say the sentence that frees both of you. I return your part to you, and I return my part to me. If there is a story you have been telling about yourself that keeps you small, step out of it. Say, that chapter is complete, not torn out, complete. The page turns, the book continues, the author is kind. I speak protection over the threshold of your nights from this day. May no nightmare trespass. If an old fear tries to parade, may it find the lights on and angels awake. If a sorrow tries to rehearse its monologue, may it discover the stage has been dismantled and the seats put away. Rest is sacred. Let it be so for you. And I speak expectancy over your mornings. May you open your eyes to a fresh sentence. There will be goodness today. If tears come even as you hope, let them fall onto the sentence. Ink spreads, so does mercy. There is one more instruction, simple and sweet. Keep a small book or page where you record mercies. Not a ledger of failures, but a list of lights. Each time you notice a sign, an answer, a lift, write it. Numbers that repeat, dreams that ease, laughter that feels like permission, a bill less than expected, a conversation that lands softly. These are not small in the kingdom. They are stones in a path. Later, when the night tries to argue with you, you will have a book to argue back with, not with anger, but with remembrance. Now, come close to the edge of this moment. I stand before you with the heavenly scroll unrolled to its last lines for tonight. Your beloved's benediction passes through me once more. I love you. Live. When you smile, I shine. When you rest, I rejoice. When you forgive yourself, I am honored. We will meet in joy. Until then, carry our love into the world as kindness. Let this settle like a warm cloak over your shoulders. It is time to seal the grace that has been poured. Bow your head if you wish, or lift your face. Either is prayer when the heart is honest. I lift my right hand, the sword of light at my side, and I speak blessing that cannot be revoked. Peace to your house, peace to your mind, peace to your memories, courage to your choices, clarity to your steps, companionship to your path, provision that respects your dignity, boundaries that protect your tenderness, joy that returns and stays, forgiveness that sticks, hope that does not embarrass you, and love. Love that is the architecture of your days and the music of your nights. Now I draw the edges of the parchment toward each other. The luminous script still glows on your name, and it will glow each time you remember this night. I fold the scroll once. This is for rest. I fold it twice. This is for protection. I fold it a third time. This is for fulfillment. A ribbon of blue is drawn around it, the color of faithfulness. I press the seal not with wax but with light, the seal of the Holy One who never leaves you and never misnames you. Hear the soft click in the spirit as it closes. The message is not ending. It is being kept. It will open again whenever you need it, whenever you ask, whenever tears or gratitude lift your voice. Go now with a heart that knows it is accompanied. If you wish, leave a sentence of prayer in the open as a seed. If you wish, keep silence as a sanctuary. Either way, you are seen. Either way, you are guarded. Either way, you are loved. The night is friendly to you. The morning is already speaking your name. I, Michael, defender and friend, step back into the brightness where I dwell, but I do not leave your side. The scroll is closed in heaven and open in your heart. Be at peace. Be at peace. Be at peace.